Okay, Hitami Koko, good evening. It is, what is it, like 9:30 in the PM
Yeah.
on the 8th of March, 2021. And we are going live for our Monday night debrief. Which, I don't know, we're not in the perfect energy for. We almost rolled into debrief earlier.
We did.
We started into it a little bit, and then we were like, no, we gotta wait, and then we kind of got out of that energy.
Yeah.
But you were just saying.
All right. Well, I seen a post from one of my good friends, and it's from like Blackfoot country. She's like, Chapter 3, preparing for war. Be careful with the Blackfoot. Even their women are warriors. And I'm like, right? That's pretty good. That's something. Like, why don't they treat them as such? Because we're not all fucking like something that has to be cared for. Well, yeah, it's nice to be cared for, but whatever. But give us that respect because we can hold our own. I know I hold my own in this relationship with Ryan, and he gives it to me. Like,
so what are some like examples, like classic examples you can think of how a guy around here typically disrespects the warriorness of a woman?
It's so much. We're so stifled. We can't even like express ourselves to truly who we are. And it's like, come on, like, no, we have to be quiet. We have to stand behind our husbands. We have to be not outspoken. We got to listen to what he says. And I'm like, no. Like, we're partners.
Yeah.
We work together and we make it work. Just as much as hard as he works, I work hard too. We both come together with what we do.
That's how I want it, eh? I want a partner.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Like,
foremost is a partnership.
You know, I've had the experience of taking care of someone, and I enjoy some of that too. Like there's a big part of me that's like attracted to a damsel in distress, and what can I do to help this poor girl? You know?
Well, even like I thought about it like yesterday when I came home from work.
You were kind of in that position when I was chasing you.
I was. I have to admit,
that was part of the attraction. It was part of the attraction.
But I was building to get out of it, you know, and I did. But like, even I thought about it.
Hey,
it was
Ryan,
really nice.
Thanks.
Like from yesterday was like when I came home from work, like working. Like usually I get home before 8 or 8 o'clock, but I didn't get home till like almost 9.
Yeah.
And I was done.
Yeah.
And then like he took care of me. He got me, you know, made something to eat for me. And I was like,
she didn't want to leave the table to,
I didn't,
you know, like replenish her drinks or anything.
Nothing. I was just like, I'm here. Like I laid down on the bed, like, and I could have fell asleep. Like came in and undressed and like just straight to bed. And I was ready for bed. And like just like go to sleep, you know, but I was like, no, like we need to like connect. And that's the thing with us. It's no matter how dog tired either of us is, we have to touch base. So I was like, but he did come lay beside me and he was like, we cuddled and did, you know, and I was like, all right, well, we'll get up and and then it rolled into, but I just sat at the table pretty much and they took care of me. And I was appreciative because I got a hot food. I didn't eat since like 12 o'clock and had a hot bowl of soup in front of me. And I was like, thank you.
Did that butternut squash soup.
Oh, so tasty.
Yeah,
it was, So I thank you. But like I said, it's partnership. That's what I want in the end.
No, you know, it's weird. Like one of the birds that kept coming around this winter is the coot, and we had a coot here in the house that stayed with us for a bit, and then there was also a coot that showed up just like at the door of the studio, and it was dead, and I still have that coot because I plan to try to taxidermy it old way, as an experiment.
We got a skunk.
We do have a skunk.
Fridge.
You don't want to check our freezers.
No.
That one time, my friend Dave Henley, who is like the at the head of Lethbridge City Regulatory Services, and he's my friend because I work with Regulatory Services for the rattlesnake program, but Dave was helping me move out of Riverstone, and I had 2 large deep freezes, and he was just packing stuff up, and he says, "Hey, I'll pack up your freezer," and I wasn't thinking, and I was like, "Yeah, pack it up." he starts moving through my freezer, and imagine what I might have in 2 large deep freezes. Yeah, there was all kinds of things in there, and he was like, it's like, I better not look too close at this, and it flashed in my mind. Oh no!
You didn't give a warning at all.
Yeah. So I started laughing, of course, and I told him, "Yeah, don't look too closely at that stuff." And so he's just back boxing it up, and he says, "I don't know how I've never gotten a call to this house." You move it over. Yeah, you don't know what you're gonna find in my freezer, but right now I do have a coot.
Yeah.
And I was reminded. I was at the studio today. At the end of the day, we were all kind of burnt out. It was a weird day.
A little bit.
A weird start to the week.
Well, not for me, but for you.
Yeah, toward the end of the day. Well, for me, I've had a bunch of weird the last few days, but today at the studio about 3:30 or so, well, closing in on 3:30, everyone just wanted to get outside. It's such a bright, like, the season's changing, and we're feeling it too. Oh my
God, my allergies are like wicked right now. Like, I have runny eyes and snots galore. It's not pretty. Like, it's quite a headache. And like allergy medication for me, it's tricky. Like, I tried certain ones. Some work, some make me drowsy, some just no effect. So I thought today I'd try Claritin, the non-drowsy, fast-acting, fast dissolve. Yeah, I took 2 tabs, nothing. I was like crying my whole hike. I was like, I'm not really crying. It was just my eyes were running.
Yeah, it's funny. If you bring Chelsea outside, her shit starts falling apart. I'm the opposite way. If I come indoors, I'm a wreck.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But also there was this weird thing last week where, like, we were feeling really weirdly kind of depressed, sad.
Yeah, there was a moment. Yeah.
Yeah, and tired, sad, it was weird, and it wasn't just us. It was some of our friends were feeling this too.
And like we're like, I don't feel good. And I remember communicating with him, and he's like, yeah, so like, so and so does it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't. And I was at work, and I'm like expressing how I'm feeling to Ryan, and I'm like, I gotta shake it off because like I'm at work.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's been this strange, maybe seasonal effect wave coming in, which is not too surprising because we are approaching, big things happening nature-wise.
Yeah.
The eggs, who's that?
It's my sister.
Oh.
Yeah. We check it a lot.
What do we got here?
Oh, this is from last night.
Maybe it's COVID. Does COVID start with 2 days of sadness and this feeling of doom?
I don't know about that.
Dread. bed.
And I get like at work, I'm like required to get tested every 2 weeks, which I do, and so far negative. So,
yeah.
it's just what we do, but I don't think so.
Yeah, we don't have COVID yet. But knock
Yet.
on wood.
Yeah.
Because people are passing all over around us.
No, like you lost so many people, and people we know lost people, close people, and
yeah, our friend lost her uncle recently, and then
grandpa.
Just the other day her grandpa, and then at the same day her aunt passed away, not of COVID but from a heart attack, but probably because her dad is dying,
and she's gonna take the stress of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's got another uncle now that's in the hospital for COVID. Like it's very prominent around us right now. So knock on wood that we don't have it, because we don't. But,
and like I have, like, my kids are majority home. They are, but sometimes they do go visit, right? And like we keep that to a minimal as best as we can.
Mm-hmm.
But even that, it's still scary. Like this weekend, like they went to go visit dad, and we don't have control what dad does, right? So
yeah, or who they're visiting.
They're visiting with dad.
They announced that they made new friends at there.
I know, and I was like,
"That's good,
that's nice, but babies,
our net goes a little wider."
It does, and it's freaky because of where I work, and but I don't have I could tell him no, you can't see him. It's COVID times, but like it's different.
You can't like not see kids forever,
right?
Yeah, I know. Like everybody's trying to be careful. Even at the studio, something that's been happening down there the last couple of weeks hasn't happened yet, like to this week, because we only had today. But just wait.
Just wait.
We've been having people come in off the street, some of the addicts and stuff, and they're looking to sit down and have a smudge and have something to drink, and maybe somebody will give them something to eat, and it would just be nice for them for a minute,
That's.
But it's so scary.
It is, because even like with the recent outbreaks they've had there, like they've had outbreaks.
we had one individual came in the studio who I know, who is a former student of mine, but he's on the streets now. He came in the studio, and like 3 days later, he was tested positive for COVID. So nobody's got sick. Nobody's tested positive for COVID in the studio. Yeah. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. There was one student who emailed me one day. She was staying home smartly because she had a runny nose, and her child had a runny nose, but she emailed me and she said, "I want to come in and I want to do some of my work on my belt."
You're like, no.
But I have this runny nose. Should I come in? And I said, well, if you're sick, you can't come in. Don't come in. And she said, well, I don't think it's any big deal. And then I was like, well, if you really don't think it's a big deal, you really got to be cautious, wear your mask, use hand sanitizer, just work at your station. And, but she chose not to come in. And a couple days later, she reported to me that while she tested negative for COVID, her children and her spouse and all are positive, right? So basically the household was positive for COVID, and we were like that close to, yeah, come on in. And,
it only takes that little thing, right? Just that, like, we've had an outbreak at our facility, and it's already publicly known we've had one. And during that time, like, oh my goodness, like going into work, it was not easy because I work directly with those people that have COVID, and doing the whole process, even that we call it donning and doffing, so taking off the PPE and putting it back on. We were sweating because it's so hot when you have to wear that stuff, right? Not only that, I have to do their checks, not just me, but all my people that I work with, like my healthcare aides and, my RNs that I worked with. Like, oh my God. And people were afraid to come to work. So we worked short. There was days where there was me, my RN, and maybe one HCA, and we had to feed all our residents and do all their care, and it was exhausting. But when I come home, it was like strip at the door, put them in a bag, go straight to the shower. And Ryan's like, I have no problem with that. And I'm like, of course you didn't.
Come on.
But yeah, no, like COVID has really, it's really changed our lives in a sense. Well, everybody, not just ours, like the whole world.
It's weird times,
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of don't mind weird times a little bit.
I know you don't.
Like right now, at this point in life, I'm enjoying the flow.
Yeah.
Of what it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the way that the COVID thing goes in society and our employment situations and stuff. I can't get too attached to any of that stuff.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
I'm on the other hand, like very attached.
I know. Well, you are, but you aren't, because you have an essential skill.
I do.
That you can sell
everywhere. That's true. And it is true, because right now where I work, like, oh my goodness, like I know there's a ton of people like in work environments that are short staffed. We just happen to be one of those people too. So like it's tough. It's really tough going to work and knowing that we may be short, and then you gotta fulfill the roles of so many other roles on top of your roles. And that's when I come home, I'm exhausted. Mm-hmm. And that was just one of the days where I was like, okay, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I can't get out of the chair. Don't want to get out of the chair. Can you serve me, please? Majority of the time, I'm pretty like, I can get my own things, really, if I want to.
Yeah. So today was supposed to be like her recovery day.
It was.
Sleep in and...
It was. I didn't leave my bed until like, I think like 10 or 11.
In. Yeah.
I slept till like maybe 11, and I loved every minute of it.
Loved it.
Oh yeah, they did, and I was happy for it. But then they started getting riled up because then packages started coming in. So like they heard the door and they're like, rah, and I'm like, I'm tired. Shut up.
We are the hub of some kind of nutrition product distribution.
We are, and I don't mind. I don't. It's helpful, and I get my shit that I need to get. So
yeah,
I'm like, bring it.
We get packages all the time.
We do.
Yeah,
it's different though. It's like we know who the packages are for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's nothing nefarious.
No.
But we every day have packages arriving at the door of one sort. It's either Herbalife, or lingerie,
or battle box.
What are you wearing under that robe?
There's stuff.
That kind of stuff.
There's something there.
Yeah, or we got battle boxes or whatever we got coming. There's always some kind of packages coming in. Most of them are not for us,
No.
but
Once in a while we go on a spree and it's fun.
it is. The best places. Did we say that last time? We talked
No.
about it, didn't we? No.
No, it
The
wasn't.
place I ordered last was Chick Me.
Yeah, chick me. Me, on the other hand, like I order a lot from Shine, and this is one of them. It's really cute. It's a two-piece, hey? So it's like a top and bottom, super comfortable, and they
Super
had and like yeah, like the material is nice and it's comfortable. And I've had like we've bought some pricey ones just local because you could get them right then and there. But if you're willing to wait, like there's some really decent ones online
Oh,
that like are cheap. Like Shine, you get what you pay, but the material is not horrible either. Like they feel good. I
yeah.
feel pretty cute in them. And the best place, one of the best places locally right now, their prices are not too bad, is Spencer's, and they have their own kind of like wall and all this other thing.
Well, for Lethbridge, those prices aren't bad. If you want to get locals, like you have to get something.
That's what
right
I mean.
now.
That would be like Spencer's or Levine.
Yeah,
but they're pricey. But
yeah. I would love to say Sexy Kitty,
I know.
but the prices are so high there.
They are.
I can't buy lingerie there. It's too much. And
I was
that
browsing.
boutique a couple doors down from them is just as bad. I've been in there too.
Okay, yeah, like I'm thrifty. Like, yeah, I like to look hella sexy and all that shit. But fuck, if it's gonna break my bank account, I'm gonna go like look for where it's like nice.
If you got 10 days to wait,
it's okay.
For $70, you can get like 7 outfits
right?
on Chick Me.
Okay.
And it's nice stuff.
And like another place I went to is like Amazon. Amazon has some pretty cute stuff
we've
too.
ordered a lot off Amazon.
Amazon, there's Shine, and then of Rose Gal, like I've ordered dresses from them.
She likes some of her dresses.
I do. I got travel.
What's this?
No.
This is something I don't know about yet?
No. It's funny.
Well, what happened? Tell the story if it's funny. They want to laugh. That's where. Oh, you got Prime? Yeah, Prime. Amazon Prime has a lot of good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. Like I've ordered a corset through there too. Yeah, they're pretty nice. Some of their stuff they got. And then there's this one lady, like I don't know how to because like there's this TikTok where this lady makes her like own corsets. Well, not her, like she makes them for her customers. And I'm like, that'd be something too. Like you send your measurements to her and she customizes your corset. So obviously it's not gonna be cheap, but like I bet it's gonna look really nice, the finished product, right? And I'm like so tempted to like, but it's so pricey.
You just navigate right around that funny story.
Didn't I? It's like,
what else happened?
What?
I don't know. What's new? Where were we debriefing? I called this thing what did I even title this thing? We were like, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about this debrief? Because we had a lot of heavy shit happen a few days ago.
He wanted topics, and I'm like, well, how do you?
We can't. Great corset. Pay the money it's worth. They feel amazing.
I agree. I will agree on that. I've ordered some corsets so far, and they don't feel that great, like comfortable. So I think I'm gonna go to the custom and just pay it because I bet it look really good. Yeah, there's some heavy things going on.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
like in both from both of our you know that's what I titled this, hey? Like
I don't remember what you typed it.
it was something about how the relationship isn't a clean break,
Mm,
okay?
yeah, yeah.
Because in neither, both of us have attachments, you know, with
Yeah.
with our exes,
And
and
they're lifelong for both of us in
yeah,
the end.
they're not
They're
going
not they're
away.
not like because there's like, there's kids involved, both of us, and you know,
Unclean breaks. There we go. Yeah,
there
that's
we
right.
go. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to my thumb was that I smashed it in my truck door.
Yeah.
Okay, smashed it, and it was a funny circumstance because I was at our friend's house.
You didn't want to show
I didn't
pain.
want to. I in case I was witnessed.
You didn't want to be like,
I didn't want to show the pain that I was in, but it was serious pain. So I just continued doing what I was doing, did what I had to do at my friend's house quick and left. And oh my God, my thumb hurt really bad. I thought maybe I broke the end of that last digit. It just got really purple and stuff. And then Chelsea's like, okay, that nail is going to come off. And I'm like,
yeah,
really? It just looks like it's
yeah.
going to be purple and then go
No.
away.
I was like, that nail's coming off. I've had that happen to me.
Yeah.
And when I used to live up in Calgary, when I was going to school, I closed the door on me, not soberly, but I was getting off the cab and I shut. And then, oh my God, like I was in a state where I didn't really feel it right away. Come the next day, I was like, oh my God, my life was ruined because it was wicked. Like, it was this nail that was like gross. And it fell off just how his is falling
All
off. It's
slow.
so gross
Now
and
I've got like this one
slow.
like edge of you
And
guys seen it. I posted in the picture.
it
It's
just
just like
looks
an edge of nail.
rotten.
Eek.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is a
That was
thumbnail
me.
picture.
It is.
That's a wicked Chelsea kind of joke.
I'm
Check
terrible
out the
with
thumbnail
jokes.
in my thumbnail.
I'm terrible with jokes, and I know it, but I like those little like the obvious,
Yeah, old man jokes. What did I say? This is an old man joke. No, it's not. It's a mom joke.
Yeah, I was trying to think it was a mom joke. No, I'm terrible. So well, I guess it speaks for itself. And I'm like, get it? Did you get it though? She's like, oh yeah, I got
Start
it.
trying to explain the joke. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. Yeah. We both have unclean breaks.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like that's the way it is when you have some kind of serious relationship. I mean, you can't have kids and then break out of your relationship and have a clean break most of the time.
No, because like in the end, you're typically raising them with that person.
Yeah.
You like it or not, they're going to be part of their life,
Yeah.
until they decide. The kids decide. Like right now, my kids are too little. They want to see that, and okay, I would never hold back on that. 'Cause- but then again, is it do it damage more, or it's a tricky like it's a hard situation to navigate through, to be honest, because at one point we're like yeah, we want you a part of their life, but can you be consistent? Like, could you come here every, like, be part of them, really?
Yeah. It's from my prior experience, like when I married Mahoney, my ex, it was I left a girl that I had been living with for 4 years, and it had the clean break thing.
Mhm. No attachment.
No
Done.
attachment.
Done. We're
Walking out the
done.
door, you're off. Done. Go. I'll hear from you.
Don't see you.
Throw my stuff
We're
in the
done.
storage. Leave a key. I'll come get it. And that's the way it
Mhm.
was. Even years later, like she tried to contact me a few times through my family and stuff, and I wasn't the talk. Okay, I could do that to people before. I could march on out, right? Like walk right out the door, not a problem. Okay, I did that in lots of relationships, early relationships. It's over. It's over. But that one was like a 4 year thing, and I was able to like still walk right out. And my dad was surprised. He's like, "You don't want to like." She sent you a letter. You don't want to look at it.
Yeah, no,
No.
it's done. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Is like when you're done, you're done.
Yeah. It was done. It was done. Right.
Yeah.
But it was natural. Done. Just was. Okay. And I don't know how to explain it. But when I married Mahoney, um, she had been living with a guy who she says was abusive to her, and she had a child with that guy. And when I got together with her, like she had already split from that guy and cut him out entirely. And so I became dad, and our daughter really didn't know any other dad. Hey,
Hmm.
so like I'm in a new situation here
You
for
are.
sure, where I'm not dad, I'm Ryan, which is fine,
Yeah.
and there's dad,
Yeah.
and then there's complexities. What
There
are you dogs
is.
doing in there? Hold on a
Get
minute.
out.
I gotta get our gate over our bedroom door because our dogs will
They're
muck around. Oh, Cody's in there though. They might be sleeping with her.
yeah. Well, she might be.
Don't she
Susie?
pee on the bed, Suze?
I know.
When she's not
Susie,
watched,
she'll
little
go
Suze,
sissy anywhere.
she will.
And we're like, oh, there
We got our
is.
nice satin sheets.
We don't need you. Yeah, tonight's where Cody needs kind of like needs Mom and Ryan tonight.
Yeah, the kids that were at their dad's new place for a few days, and their new place is an old place.
Yeah, that was the place where me and the kids' dad moved into when I had just Cody was just a few weeks old, not even a few weeks old, with William. So William, my oldest, has memories of that area where he's living.
Same
But
apartment.
same apartment. Exact same apartment. And I'm like, like me, if you leave it up to me, oh my God, I avoided like a plague. I'd be like, no, done with that. Move on. But I don't know, like I like that's where they're gonna go. And then the dad locked them home here.
It is what it is, but I imagine there must be a lot of ghosts
There is.
at that place.
There is. Because like that's like me and the kids' dad. Of course we fought. Like when the kids came along, like it's probably one of our prominent like where he left me. Like one of the few initial attempts he left me. But he didn't actually leave me until like we had our newborn son, our youngest son, and he's like he's going to be turning 5 this year. He's 4 now, but he left me when our baby was like 3 weeks old. 3-week old new baby. And I was all postpartum with, I had a toddler and a preschooler in my care. But my parents really helped us, like helped me get through that period. So yeah, like Ryan said, he's attracted to damsel in distress. Well, no fucking kidding, because I was, in that period. But it wasn't an easy situation. Like I did it though, like with a lot of support from my family. Like thank goodness. And I remember like one of my brother, like my only brother, like I'd be telling him like, "What's wrong with me?" He'd be like, "You know what? There's nothing wrong with you." I even told my dad that. He's like, "There's nothing wrong with you." And it was funny because it was like my brother was like, "You know what, Charles? You just gotta put yourself out there. That's all you gotta do." And I'm like, I don't even know how to do that. Like before, like
well, she does now.
well, obviously, but being a mom and being with someone when you turn like I got with the kids' dad when I was like 15 years old, and I didn't split with him till I was like, well, he left me like when I was like 28, maybe 28. I think 28. Yeah, had to be
it must
28.
have been, hey? Something like that.
Yeah, and then like so I only knew the kids' dad. So like within those periods, like I didn't know how to flirt or be like just learning it was tricky. It's like holy, like I may have talked to a few people in that period, but it wasn't like anything serious.
Here's how it was when she says when we were up like hiking Chief Mountain, which was documented in one of my films way back when I was long ago married.
Yes.
When we were up on Chief Mountain, she would have liked for me to make some kind of move.
I would have, but I knew it was like there was like this thing, but I would have.
But I got zero signal. Like if there was flirtation going on, I had no idea.
What I mean.
I tried,
but I stopped it because like that's what in my head.
You did stop it.
I did.
I can't even remember what I said, but you stopped it right away.
I did. I really did. I was like, nope.
Yeah.
Well,
you're like, hey.
Well,
like
there was like a backstory to that. Like that's when I just got into like a new like kind of relationship at that time with another person.
Yeah, you were in hickeys from Baby Man.
Don't. He taught me a lot at the same time.
Yoga deep. Oh, there's no name. Always looking for the role. Yeah, we're gonna do the BJJ live. We'll try it again. You guys gotta help us generate some viewership on that. That was lower viewership than I thought we would get.
Yeah.
For monkeying around. I wish we could get a better like camera arrangement for that thing though, That's where like
your camera
the montage stuff that I do, it's kind of better than the live.
It is.
It is.
Isn't you could edit, you could like put what is like the nitty gritty in the end, you know?
Yeah. Maybe live jujitsu sessions should be private and paid for.
iPhone or Samsung? Which one do you like better?
iPhone. But I haven't tried Samsung, but
I have. Yeah? I've tried Samsung. And then look what I came back to. Is like iPhone.
iPhone's the best. Yeah.
Well, that's just what I
just use all Mac. So a long time ago, I shifted over. And
which iPhones do you guys have?
I have the 10.
Mine's similar to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a similar one to him. It's not the latest up-to-date ones.
Well, mine's about 2 years old.
But mine's, well, when we went to Costa Rica is like when I got the upgrade just before we left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's coming up a year that we went to Costa Rica.
Hmm.
It is. It's
Yeah.
coming up.
You trying to tap into our iPhones there, No Name? Just ask us. We'll just give it to you. I hate it. I hate it. We get like hit up on social media by people with false identities. A lot of times they're like guys that have a
Pose
few pictures.
as a women.
They have a few pictures of women, of some woman, and so they pose as women, and they come and they're like trying to hit us up for stuff. And it eventually, like, it doesn't take long, and we're like, oh yeah, this is like, just from the stuff they say, this got to be a guy.
This is a guy.
Yeah.
Like, even as a woman as me, I'm like, yeah, I see you guys.
You guys keep together. Yeah, wait for Thursday, No Name. We're debriefing tonight. This is not jiu-jitsu night.
You guys are so cute together. Aw.
Yeah, you guys were up there during the beginning of the COVID. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
we were like,
Costa Rica.
oh my God, like, I had like baby daddy calling me, demanding I come home.
Come home now.
Come home now. And then like I had my boss like calling me when I'm on the trip and like, when do you guys plan to come back, and keeping tabs and everything. We're like, and here we are in Tortuguela, and I'm like enjoying like a strawberry daiquiri. And
the people reporting to her was different kind
yeah.
of messages than what I was getting. Like, we were a few days into our excursion when I got all of my ID and stuff stolen. Yeah. And the first message I got from home was my brother, and he's like, well, that didn't take long.
You got everything. This is like en route to Tortuguela. It was brutal. No.
Put her in the full Nelson. Not right now.
No,
not right now. But jiu-jitsu night. Let's work on escape from the full Nelson. How about that? We can do that jiu-jitsu night. Self-defense. Escape from full Nelson.
Oh, we were looking at some pretty nifty things on the internet. Like, you were like, remember that whip thing?
Oh yeah,
that was crazy.
There was this new tactical whip I was looking at. I forget the company that makes this thing, but it's got like a Kobutan handle with a sharp end, and then it's a steel wire, and it's like probably a good at least 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch.
It's all like,
and then it's wrapped in that like
plastic,
that rubberized coating. It's got that rubberized coating on it, but it's heavy enough that like tough guys were testing on each other, and
they were like
falling
apart.
At like 15% of a whip, they were like, and it was leaving welts, and yeah, it was wicked. You're still looking for triangle, Chuck. Okay. We'll get to Thursday when we get to Thursday.
Today's Monday.
It's MoonDay. It's MoonDay.
Look at her.
Oh,
Suze. My God.
She's
that's baby's new shoe. You gotta grab it. No, that's a new shoe.
Susie, leave it.
We got a shoe eater now. She tried to eat a few of my shoes. Well, my Converse shoes. And I'm like, no, grab the shoe from her.
She succeeded.
She succeeded with his shoe.
In eating my winter shoe. The toe and it's featured in one of my in my weekend video that I'm still editing.
There's a bone
there's
in there.
There's a bone hidden inside.
That's probably where she put it.
Wicked. Oh, where were we?
Talking about just everything. Costa Rica, getting your stuff stolen.
How do we get on that?
I know, it's a tangent.
I don't know. Um, can you keep your Thursday nights for these
Private?
private? Just don't watch them.
Yeah, don't tune into it.
Yeah.
It's a simple scroll on.
If you actually watched it, there was nothing weird about it. We just did jujitsu practice. Um, gotta get Susie and Bear together.
Ah!
Uh,
Actually,
we're gonna get her
we're
fixed.
gonna get her fixed. I'm sorry. I can't. No puppies. Sorry. I love puppies. They're cute, but we got enough puppies in our house.
Yeah.
Like seriously, we do.
Yeah, yeah. No, we don't need any more dogs. It's not going to turn into the Chihuahua pack
Yeah,
place. We
no.
have Polly and we have Susie to keep him company when we're not home because there's a lot of times when
When
pre-COVID,
Polly was alone.
Kobe was very alone. Oh, no, they were so chill. They could do what they want. Damn straight.
Yeah. Thanks,
within
no name.
within the confines of the community standards, which I do believe that YouTube has been reviewing on my channel and is in agreement with them on each of those videos that are a little bit suspect. They've been holding back monetization until they review it, then they review it, then they fully monetize it. So they've all been getting full monetizations, which mean YouTube's been reviewing it and they're like, nothing wrong with this. So
goes back to the whole like what we do.
what's the big deal? You know?
I'm having fun. You're having fun. We enjoy it.
Yeah. So all you gotta do for that part is if it looks like a video you don't want to watch, don't watch it.
Scroll on. It's okay. You know what's crazy? Like these, like on a different subject right now, it's like I've slept a lot. Like last night, I've like had a pretty full sleep. And dudes, like I don't really dream on the norm. I was having some pretty crazy dreams. I'm like, is this reality? No way! It's like some of those dreams are so vivid, you know? Like sometimes it's like, did I really sleep? Because I just felt like I went to another world.
I say, do whatever you want, makes you guys happy. Well,
Yeah,
thank you.
thanks.
We are doing whatever makes us happy.
Yes.
And we have been feeling some resistance. And, part of this live Monday night brief is to like field some of that resistance. We are actively inviting people to ask questions if they have questions, because people have been threatening us in different ways.
Exactly. And
so it's weird.
It's like we don't have a problem. Like you ask us.
Yeah, you're probably the one with the problem.
Is he like sexualizing you? Is he exploiting you? No, not at all.
She's way more kinky than I am. You guys are awesome and open, and it's okay. Oh yes.
Oh yes, we're very open.
We're quite open with each other and people
that want to talk to me. Of course, I'll tell them.
Cal Norte, where's that? I'm not familiar.
Me either.
Yes, I feel like a sneeze building up. It's terrible.
Oh my god! It's allergy season here. Everything's melting, and I feel like I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, when I sneeze, things can fly.
And I'm like, now that's a sneeze every time.
Northern California.
Oh, okay.
Cool. What part of Northern California? I worked for the Hoopa tribe up there in the Trinity Valley. Briefly, I did some repatriations from Harvard University for Florin. Yeah, I'm not sure where Florin is. I was born in California.
Was it you and Corey or just you?
Both of us.
Both
Born
of
in Newport
you.
Beach, but it's like pretty much like after Corey was born, we moved. Okay, the parents moved.
Oh.
Just outside of Sacramento. Okay, I got lots of relatives in Sacramento.
I remember that one time I was telling Ryan, I was like, oh, I should move. Like, just go somewhere and just start somewhere, you know?
If I was gonna move again, like I love being in right here.
I know you love
Right
being
here,
in here.
because I believe Lethbridge is like I don't the name Lethbridge doesn't even quantify for me what this place is, but it's like a vortex of craziness
It
that
is.
has long been going on. And I love it here.
You know what? I think that's what kind of makes the Blackfoot who they are in the
It
end.
is. It totally
The
is.
vortex fucking weird energy that goes
The weird
on,
energy that's
like,
right here.
Like Blackfoot people are like fucking fierce. I'm not gonna lie, they're like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
But I kind of think it has
And
to
this
do
is
with
like
that.
this is like the middle of the middle of the middle.
Middle of the territory, you know.
Of the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's all in the mix.
And it's been like a crazy place for a long time. And I love it. But if I was going to ever move anywhere else, which is probably unlikely, but if.
I know. We talk about ifs a lot.
It's got to be wicked tropical.
Yeah. I agree.
It's got to be like the kind of
somewhere
place
where I
don't have to wear clothes. You know, I'm comfortable in shorts every day of the year.
You know what's crazy is like I just want to match his brownness in the end because I work inside such long hours and I'm like
I get way brown in summer.
and I'm like
I get so dark.
And I'm like, I try. He's got long hours inside though.
But you should see the pastiness that's like belly.
That's true. That's where I'm like, all right, I'm okay. That's all.
Yeah. We got way off track.
We did.
I don't know.
But that's what debriefs are for us. We go in so many directions at a night.
Just
whatever's on our mind, whatever like we have to say to each other. You know, some topics run longer than other topics, but at the end of it, like it connects us. Because like typically in a day of his life and my life, like a lot goes on. A lot goes on. And that's hence why we do get off track, you know.
Oh, George Takei's mom came from that Florida.
Oh.
So is that where he was in that internment camp? Because I know George Takei was in an internment camp.
We have a very large Asian and Hispanic pop here.
Must have been in that area, hey? No. Okay. Well, it was somewhere.
Oh, goodness.
This was when she was a child. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know where he was in that internment camp, but he was in the internment camp. Anyway, I guess maybe are we at the end of our live debrief session? Unless somebody's got some questions or something.
Yeah.
What's the next tropical place you guys would like to visit? Back to Costa Rica or somewhere?
Wow.
It's a hard question. That's a hard question because there are some. Yeah, go.
Well, I was looking up. We follow a guy on YouTube. He's a travel blogger, and right now he's in Zanzibar.
Yeah.
Is it East
East
Africa.
Africa coast. Yeah.
And like it looks really nice and very like affordable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the people there, I don't know, like from what I saw,
it looks very rough too.
It does, and they're like aggressive, like not in like, but like if you're gonna go to their markets and just what I've saw in their videos,
we're gonna
like
get taken.
Yeah, we are, because like Costa Rica was like we were just allowed it, you know. But there would be like, come over here and buy something. Like, okay, like no matter the price, buy something. Like, duh.
Yeah. Originally, we were going to Vietnam.
Yes.
That's where we were supposed to go last year, and we had bought our tickets.
They were done.
And then coronavirus broke out so bad in China that they closed the borders to China all over the place. And then our travel agent phoned us and said, okay, here's the deal. You can still go to Vietnam on your tickets. There's still travel. You can still come in and out of the country fine right now. I can't tell you what it's going to be like in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you want, you can get a full refund right now for your tickets, or you can apply that toward going somewhere else. And then I was like, well, where else?
Somewhere else.
Where else can we go? And that's going to have some cool reptiles. That's going to be tropical. And we decided on Costa Rica. So I would still love to go to Vietnam.
I would want to go there because I researched too, like Vietnam, and I seen like a place where I want to go and get tattooed from. Like, I want to go back.
Meanwhile, we have a friend in Tortuguero.
Yes, we do.
We have a friend who we keep communications with, and we love that place.
We do. It was so like, oh, it's a nice little nook area where there's like ocean and lake, jungle, and like everything in between that. It's just a beautiful place.
Yeah, we gotta get back there. Eh?
That's one place where I want to bring our kids. Like
they want our kids there too.
They're
do.
Like, bring your family. Bring your family.
And it's a family-like place. It's like a little village, and all the kids are running around.
There's like a playground. There's a schoolyard, and all like kids are just free. And like I remember seeing wild chihuahuas, and just like it's a good vibration,
like good
environment, you know.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, I want to go back.
Island people, they're way
nice.
Back. They were cool with us. They treated us good too. We got special treatment because I threw a few jokes.
You should tell them.
Well, our friend, his name is Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
So he was our guide on a wilderness tour through the river, jungles and stuff, and looking at all kinds of wildlife. But anyway, at some point, I can't remember how it exactly came up. He was saying something about his appearance or something, and I told him, "Oh, you look super handsome."
Yeah, you're super handsome.
Oh, you're all handsome and stuff. Go fuck you. Go get all handsome up there, And he started kind of blushing and he laughing,
was, like pointing at him.
And then later on in the trip, they said there's these bald face. Is bald face or bald headed?
No, white-faced monkey.
White-faced monkey. Yeah, they said in the forest here there's these white-faced monkeys, and all the guided canoes were all pulling like in there.
There's like coming together.
There's like 20 canoes in there. And we were way on the outside, and Danny, we were looking, and he's like, "Do you see him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I see him." And I was like, "No, that's just that white guy up there in that other canoe. Is a bald head." And I thought that was the white-faced monkey. That got our guy laughing so hard.
And then he told
He told the whole village. He was yelling at all of them, speaking.
This is the guy that
said. Right on the river, on the canoes, retelling the joke, and then he invited us to the bar that night. We heard the joke a lot.
It was good times. It was fun.
And he also made sure that he got me to see a snake out there.
Oh, he did.
Took us on a long, we joined a night hike with him.
And like I was his eyes. Like I had to
Oh, they had stolen
see.
my eyes.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of messages here. What do we got here?
Okay.
So going back up, we got
Oh yeah, we talked about Costa Rica.
yes, somebody George Takai,
Yeah.
his mother when she was a child, where she grew up,
And another place in this.
blah blah blah. Same way I am, gullible, get snatched right up away. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay down.
We did. I'm not gonna lie. Vietnam would be a great, or Thailand would also be on my list. You know
Yeah,
what?
Thailand
Thailand would be
too.
on my list too, because
Yeah.
like a lady I go to, she's like really nice. She's from that area, and yeah, I
We
wouldn't
should hit
mind
'em both
visiting.
up.
Yeah.
Camp hour north of there in Tule Lake is where the internment camp. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You guys should go to Southern California or Catalina Island. I got relatives in Southern California.
Yeah. Do we want to
I've
go
been
though?
I've been there and been there. I don't like California culture, to be honest.
There you go.
I
That
don't know
sounds
what
really
it is.
fun.
I
I'm
don't know
sure
what it
kids would-
is.
Well,
It's just something in the way the people.
but she said it has wildlife. Catalina Island has
Oh
wildlife.
yeah. Oh, I love the wildlife of California. Like that was the first place I seen rattlesnakes in the wild.
They say, well, I mean, technically, it's a white-faced monkey being a white guy. Show it. They're holding it.
Oh, they held back our comment. Yeah, we gotta show that comment. That's funny.
No, but that got us like in at Tortugela when you were
Yeah.
like made that comment. But it was super funny. It was good.
Yeah, there's a lot of places I would rather go first before Southern California.
Yeah, but that one place we went to, like I remember after we came back from Tortugela, we went back. We went to Playa Bonita. Then we took a really long drive to get back to San Jose.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna travel from Playa Bonita to San Jose, get a private driver.
Oh,
It's worth the money.
that was awesome.
And it's not that much. It's worth it. You get the private driver, AC, your luggage is all secured.
Yeah, the bus
Fuck that.
should have worked.
Next time we go to Tortugela, you know what we're getting? Private driver.
Yeah, we're gonna get in a private drive at San Jose. Go to the dock to get on Tortugera, and yeah, we're not gonna get shafted. That's for sure.
Yep.
The public buses, though, like if you can carry everything on your lap,
it's good.
Do it.
We did
but
it.
if you have a pack that's of any significance, they're gonna ask you to put it under the bus already. It's scary.
Yeah.
Because they do make a couple of stops. We thought there was not going to be a stop. Just appeared here. Boom. There was a couple of stops where I was like, oh, shit. Where our stuff could just go.
Yeah.
You know?
So private driver is the way to go.
Yeah. And it's not that much.
No, it's not.
I mean, you're gonna cheap out the rest of your, like, the places you stay, and you're gonna make, make it up in the, if you play your cards right.
Even when we did cheap out in the places we stayed, they were still like affordable, big time. Whereas the markets where we're like,
wow, we had fun now.
Oh my god, it was. I'll never forget
that. Our tattoos were fucking value.
They were
value. Look at that.
That was $160 in Costa Rica.
What would that cost here?
$400 easily.
Yeah, easily.
I'm gonna be getting a new tattoo, and it's gonna cost me $400.
Do you guys get recognized a lot being Lethbridge royalty and all? I get recognized.
I don't, but that's fine with
almost
me.
daily.
I don't. I'm okay with that. I'd rather go about my business and do what I'm gonna do.
I gotta kind of be on my toes because I never know when somebody's looking at me.
He's more recognizable. Me, I'm okay with just doing my thing.
Yeah, but somebody walked by me this afternoon and said, "Hi, Ryan." People do that all the time. No idea. It was funny because I was out with a group doing a guided tour,
You know what?
so it looked good too.
Yeah. And the thing was, is not only that, when he was guiding the tour, I was like actually in the area too, like doing my own thing, like
She was. I had no
walking.
idea she was down in my area.
I was like, yeah, it was nice.
She didn't know I was going to be down there.
No, I didn't
She
either.
probably would have walked with us, but
I was just like, no, I gotta go and do. But good thing, because I came home and I was cooking, and then like the kids were supposed to be home at 6, and like he dropped them off like
a little
before 6.
I wasn't there yet.
Yeah, and I was
like
like,
to be there.
he likes to be there because I have anxiety when it comes to those things, like the drop off stuff. So like when I saw him come in the door, it was like Ryan, he was like, oh, we can relieve, I was just like, okay, just like hold me, decompress the situation. I'm okay. Kids are okay.
Everything's cool.
Yeah. 'Cause there's been moments where things weren't cool and the drop off things. Hey, so I have anxiety when it comes to that. And he's usually the good buffer between that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. The unclean breaks.
Yeah. Back to that. To deal with it.
Yeah. Friday was divorce day.
And it didn't happen.
Did not happen. Did not happen. It was a fiasco.
What? I didn't know. Fuck that. You didn't know?
Yeah, no, it was a fiasco. It didn't occur, but I don't know. Now I'm worried. That's the thing. That's the attachment.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, yeah, I got Justine. We had a child that we raised together, but she's an adult child. I could just deal with her straight alone, but she won't deal with me. But Mahoney will talk to me, and Mahoney I still care about, and I'm worried about now because of what
Yeah.
happened with the court thing. I won't go into too much detail. See, before I didn't approach for that reason. Didn't want to seem creepy.
Ah!
It's
fine.
I've had people do some pretty weird stuff.
He's really equipped for all the weirdness,
yeah.
and don't worry about it.
Yeah.
She's gonna say hi.
If
He'll say hi.
If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, that's okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
I won't. Like, especially if you've met me once before or something, and it wasn't a big occasion or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Amish country and is worth a visit, guys. I grew up in that area.
In Pennsylvania? Oh yeah. I have a good friend who was teaching at Gettysburg College for a long time in religious studies, and so I've heard a lot about Pennsylvania. I've never really visited. I've flown through or bus through, I think, Philly, but I've never actually spent any time there. I heard in Gettysburg that you're allowed to hunt deer right in the city with a bow,
Whoa!
which would be awesome here.
Right?
I could knock a deer down in my yard and
we
feed
get them
us.
all the time.
Yeah. I wish we had that here.
Yes. Why doesn't Lethbridge have that with all the weirdness already?
Yeah, Gettysburg is really cool. Yeah.
Goodness, Lethbridge, you need to level up.
Yep. We should have that instead of police running over there.
Oh my God, that was such a huge fiasco.
It was. I should quit harping on it. Every once in a while I bring it up, but it's just
you have to.
It's just for comedy effect. It's not to harp on our cops.
I know,
whatever,
but fuck, man, you have a gun. There's a way better, effective way to do that shit.
I know, but they were discouraged from using it, so they did what they thought would be quick, and it wasn't.
It was not quick.
Weird stuff happens. I tell you, Lethbridge is a vortex. Marilyn Manson got his ass kicked here.
He got punched out here
Yeah.
by some hick. Boom, boom, out.
You know what I love? You know what I love?
Just like at a Denny's or a Smitty's.
Oh yeah, Denny's. He was at the Denny's after his show.
I don't know if Marilyn Manson's gonna come back here.
Oh, he's not coming back to Lethbridge. No way, he's scared now.
Just trying to eat.
That,
Get knocked out.
you know that thing that was going on recently where there was megaliths going up everywhere?
Yeah.
One went up in Lethbridge
Yeah.
for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Disappears.
Gone.
Yeah. Lethbridge, we don't play that stuff. Yeah, it's a crazy place.
Yeah. I'm a sheriff and we bug LPS
about that all the time.
Bad judgment, but like you said, the cops thought it was the best way and going to be good. How wrong's right? Yeah.
I mean, not funny for the deer.
I know.
But you know, they got to get teased and about like arresting stormtroopers and that kind of stuff.
Oh my god! That poor woman. Oh, that poor woman. She was the waitress to him and his buddy Aaron.
Yeah. Well, that's in one of my videos too.
Yeah.
The girl on May the 4th. They were having Star Wars Day promotion. She dressed up in stormtrooper outfit with a blaster in front of a Star Wars themed cantina restaurant.
Oh my god!
Galactica Cantina restaurant, and the Lethbridge police showed up in force.
Yes.
To take her down to the ground. Yes, Lethbridge Police Service.
Yes.
One of their finer moments.
Yeah. They deserve it. They have done some dumb things for sure. We tease them relentlessly, but karma will get us. I'm sure you all seen a sheriff doing something really dumb soon.
Oh yeah. Oh, a not funny thing that recently came out with LPS. I don't know. We're really harping on I'm harping on LPS tonight, but one of the retired police who was then turned into a kind of a civilian investigator for their sex crimes.
Yeah, like
unit.
That was it almost seemed fictional, but it was true.
Yeah, there was a girl who...
And she was a victim. And
was introduced to him as a victim, yeah.
Yeah, she was introduced him to a victim and like, oh my God, like...
Yeah,
she groomed her. He groomed her
relationship.
Relationship. And like, he had pictures of her and like documentations and all this, but she didn't know what to do about it. It was a really messed up.
Well, it's messed up, but it's also one of those weird situations where you're dealing with adults and stuff.
Yeah. But this is the thing, like she was
it's just domestic, so unethical given
a domestic victim.
Yeah.
Come from domestic violence. He was like part of the group of domestic violence, like a worker, and he was her worker.
Yeah, wicked creep. He was her worker. And then one night
turned predator.
One night she said something like she was getting in a bath or something in a message to him, and he was like, "Send me pics," and he just started hitting on her from then. Okay?
It was like an open invite.
And they started pushing himself on her, and there's like messaging back and forth where he's telling her, you know, you're saying no, but your body's still saying yes. And you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Wicked creep, but a cop in the position of the investigator of creeps, right? It
Yeah.
should be a fiction novel, but no, it happened in Lethbridge.
Yeah, here in Lethbridge, Alberta. Like, whoa, southern Alberta.
Yeah.
Like, and then like she couldn't even get justice locally. She had to go through provincial, federal. Like
Yeah.
she had to like write letters and like she was seeking for justice and like good for her to keep like pushing and pushing like to get it. Like I commend her for doing it because she fucking did groundwork to get.
Now he's on administrative leave.
Yeah, and that's it. But at least it's like
no, he's out of the picture. Then
and there's like and there's like it's known.
Will he go to jail though? That's the big
that's the thing. Like it was all like it's craziness. We don't know.
It's just come out.
It's just come out.
He was just fired like a week ago.
Yeah, it just came out, and I
Less than
remember
a week ago.
I sent this information to Ryan. I was like, Ryan, check this out.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it hit the media and it disappeared. Haven't heard of it since.
Right?
Yeah, it's a big story.
And I'm like, why isn't there follow up? Where's the follow up?
Yeah,
but we're like, it's southern Alberta. We're like.
That's a crazy story.
It's a crazy story, man.
And no one goes to jail anymore. He deserves it. He sounds like definitely. Oh yeah, he deserves it. But I'm sure he's not going to either.
Well,
he'll lose that role. He won't work for the police again.
No, he won't ever. But he still has like whatever discharge he's gonna get.
Yeah. And
he's still gonna probably get benefits.
Yeah.
Like whatever paid into.
Yeah. Yep. That was in Lethbridge.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It was. It's craziness.
Yeah. Look it up in Lethbridge about a week ago. About a week ago he was fired.
Yeah. And he was like a captain. I don't know, like some kind of. He had a.
Well, he had already been through
like a
Lethbridge
high
police and retired.
And, like he was a high kind of like profiler. I don't know, like really big in Lethbridge police by the looks of it.
Well, he came back in as a civilian investigator after the fact because he worked as a detective, and so he was on there. Like that kind of a high profile unit, the sex crime stuff. Like you have to be playing it really by the books in there, and
then like for this to happen, like she was like a victim.
Yeah.
And he like knew how to play, like, oh my goodness. What does it say? What is sick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's another comment that they try to hold back.
Yeah.
Sick fucker. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah.
Right?
No. Wicked.
Agree. Like.
I mean, the dude had his kinks, but he obviously knew that he could coerce her into something that she didn't
necessarily want to do.
He might have thought she wanted to do it. Maybe hidden in his sick fucking thinking, he already like listening to her story of what's happened to her. He thought, she likes this.
But no, it wasn't consensual.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Is consensuality.
But it was. I mean, definitely there were times when she said, and it's documented because he said, "You're telling me no,"
Yeah.
But I kept going because your body says yes, this kind of stuff.
That's gross.
It's wicked, yeah.
That's gross, man.
Yeah.
But that was a big story that happened, and it was like, whoa.
It's a flash in the pan, though. We had so much stuff happen this week between the COVID. That's weird stuff going on. And one of our friends got charged with murder this week.
Oh my God, I seen that. Yeah.
I won't even go into because of the family, but one of our friends got charged with murder. And then, you have it's a weird vortex, Lethbridge. The weird thing going on with the cops. This and that,
Yeah.
It's warming up. Skunks are waking up.
Yeah. And
Ants were out today.
I didn't see any ants.
As a sheriff, I could confirm the boys' club mentality policing is definitely disappearing, but their work is to do for sure. I do think it needs to be easier to get rid of the bad cops. Guy needs to have his willy chopped off once again. Yeah, there has to be a way to get rid of bad cops, and I don't know if Lethbridge Police should be culling all of their cops from the Lethbridge College program either. Like,
yeah,
to
they
be
need
honest,
to be like
the training is really becoming so solipsistic and self-absorbed within that circle of Lethbridge College and the Lethbridge Police.
Like
I don't know,
like the blood tracked police. Well, from the last time I kind of knew how they did their recruiting. They recruit from other places. Then they bring in other police officers into the reserve. That's what I knew kind of a little bit. Like, that's a whole different system, I know, than like.
What concerns me is that I see like the watch. In Lethbridge, I see the watch. The people who work for Watch are the people that are training criminal justice.
They're local.
They're local, but they're all young white kids.
They are.
I don't hardly see, like, we have one friend who's in criminal justice. That's Samantha. Eh? And one native friend who's in criminal justice.
Like, I got a niece. Like, she was studying criminal justice. Like, I have, and she's going really good. She's in university, and she's going far with it. But at the same time, like, there's just like one.
Yeah. I think I'd be biologically whatever.
No.
But culturally, what we have is a real culture clash. Like, we got people from a very different culture, young people being trained in the Watch organization who are going around the streets of Lethbridge surveilling native people.
Yeah.
That's
and then we
their
got
job.
what was it Sage Clan that are like actually going out there. They're not profiling. They're just like doing their thing, helping.
Well, they're from the community.
They are, and like they're helping our people and just people in general. Like, they accept anybody who wants to volunteer into the group, and they go off like donations. Like, people donate to them, so they go and they help and they give out like big lunches and they do safe needle exchanges. Like, I've seen pictures of them picking up even needles, like they have a variety of what they do, and that's a good thing,
But they don't get publicly funded.
They don't
That's
get
the difference.
It's all on donations. It really is on all donations. But the Watch?
Yeah. They're publicly funded.
They're publicly funded.
They got nice fancy trucks.
They get all the get up, and they're all nice and warm and marching along, doing their thing.
They're like junior ROTC guys playing military.
And then here's like Sage Clan that's surviving off donations.
Yeah, they just like, just like people, like people who are concerned people, giving them money and stuff.
Yeah.
What we got here? I grew up near Siksika and love Blackfoot culture, so I think that's helped him understand, etc. I could say 99% of the cops I've met are great and want to help. But it would be great to have more First Nations people up for sure, or even join the Watch. Yes, you can take criminal justice and get a degree for it at the community college level. Yeah, all good. Like, I have lots of cop friends too.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, especially because like the martial arts practice and stuff. When I had a gym to use at my house, I had people who were police or training RCMP and what have you, that would come train with me.
Yeah.
And I've never had anybody who was a police officer who was a friend who I had any issues with. I have people on the Lethbridge Combative Sports Commission that I sit on who are police or ex-police. They're all good guys.
And that's the thing. Like, we're not trying to. Well, I'm not
bashing cops.
Bashing them. We're just like, these things that come into our limelight that we're like, whoa,
Yeah.
it's like it's a little light here, but yeah, like I know there's good cops, and I know there's things like this is a funny thing. I know like they have every right to do it. I was driving my ex's vehicle, and like they have every right to do it. I don't know, like we'll debate on it. I was driving his truck, and I didn't have a license, so they have every right to pull me
Right there, you're
over
in
right
trouble.
there, and I'm in trouble. So they pulled me over. I got in trouble. They threw me in the back of the cop car. They handcuffed me. So I'm sitting in the back of the truck, handcuffed, and I'm like scared. Hey,
Yeah.
so they're like, "You get a call." So I'm like, "Okay." So I call, obviously, my ex, and I'm like, "I'm in a cop car. You gotta come and help me." And like, "You were just coming to pick me up." I was like, "I know." Like, I was like, "But you need to find someone to get you to come to me." So like, it was a big fiasco. But like me, like I'm so backwards in a sense where like I didn't get my learners right away, but I did get them. Then I got my drivers.
Most people on the
It
blood
was
reserve don't get
crazy.
their learners like it's
No,
because it's not the same environment, and
it's
most of them
not.
parents can't afford to get them a car at 16, all that jazz.
No, they can't.
Like it's just not the same
It's
thing.
not the same culturally thing.
Yeah, they handcuffed her for no license,
Yeah. Yeah, I had no license. I got handcuffed and I was like
sitting in the
sitting in the
back
back
of the
of the
cruiser.
cruiser crying, like, oh God.
Young girl.
Yeah, I was like probably 19, maybe 19.
Yeah, you get a phone call
I got a
for
phone
rescue.
call. Yeah, I got a phone call and I waited in the back of the police car. And I was so scared. It was like, did I just murder someone? Like, what's going on? But then shortly after, I did go for my learners, and I held my learners for a long time, but I didn't actually get my drivers till like later. But I did eventually get my learners, and I held on to them. So yeah, now it's a different story.
People from blood tribe a lot without a license due to financial issues, etc. I normally just follow them home again unless they lie about their name and do it multiple times. Then it
No.
becomes a little more of an issue. But yeah, surprised they arrested you.
Yeah, no, I didn't lie about my name. I was scared, so I was like honest to like I was just gonna go pick up my husband. He's just at school. I just gotta get there because he was at the U of L, and I was just trying to go pick him up. But yeah, they were like,
Yeah.
it's scary. I've never been in the back of a police car since then. Or handcuffed in that regard.
Yeah. So I guess we'll probably
Yeah.
call it a night unless we got any big important questions to address.
No, it's
I
been
don't see
fun.
any. Yeah, we've had a good run this evening. So thanks for those who tuned in as much as you could or whatever.
Yeah.
We will do it again next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We'll keep going.
keep it rolling for a while. Get 'em at Sinochboa.